What's up, VC? How you doing? I'm ready to shoot a video. What's up, VC? Another 2-day in a row video thing going on here. It's frying Cosmic Vinyl. What you're enjoying there, or not enjoying, what I'm enjoying, is a little something that I showed. It's been early on in my video making. Indie band Helen Kelter Skelter. This is called Melter. Helen Kelter Skelter. This is Melter. It's a mouth. It's definitely a mouthful. Very cool, kind of psych, garage, indie, shoegaze, blah blah. Just some really cool stuff, though. I'm digging it. As if you couldn't tell. Anyway, this is going to be a Vinyl Finds video. I believe this is number 9. Submitted my Rainbow Beast for B-Sides contest, my Rainbow video last night. So, yeah, decided to just keep the ball rolling while I got a little momentum here. So what you're about to see is just a stack of records that I've basically gotten from a few different outings. No grails or anything, but some cool stuff. Some stuff that give you an idea of the kind of stuff I like to listen to. And who knows, maybe somebody out there will find something that they might enjoy and get one themselves. Put it on and listen to it. Alright, here we go. First record. Actually, the 3 records that I'm going to show first of all are by the same artist. A little cheer, first of all. With my Jaws koozie. Little Mountain Dew. This is little Eddie Money. Eddie Money, aka Edward J. Mahoney. Didn't have to go too far to change his name, just take a couple letters out and he's got it. Comes from Brooklyn, New York. That's a cool cover right there. Check out that hair. God, I wish I still had hair like that. But yeah. He was come from a family of cops. In fact, he was a trainee to be a New York City Police Department, NYPD. So yeah, I got the music bug and never turned back. So yeah, got a few albums out. This one here is Life for the Taking. It has Gimme Some Water on it. I think this one was like his. I can't remember which one this one is, but this is like his second album. Yeah, this one's got Gimme Some Water. That was the hit off of this. Yeah, he was a good pop. He had some good rock hits, pop rock. There's that one. This one actually had the one that had Two Tickets to Paradise. That's the song I was thinking of. I gotta get that record. I think that's his first record. He's got 2 Tickets to Paradise, Baby Hold On. This is the one here though that has Shakin' on it. What a great, great song and crazy video. This one's Eddie Money, No Control. And about the time that he recorded this, his life was starting to spiral a little out of control. But yeah, this song off this is Shaken, and I Think I'm in Love was the other hit off of it. Old Eddie developed a little taste for the cocaine and alcohol. But, you know, we all have our demons at one time or another. But yeah, it stalled his career out with a quickness for a while there. He eventually did make a little bit of a comeback. I think this might have been the comeback album here. Can't Hold Back. That had Take Me Home Tonight, and I Want to Go Back. Gosh, I want to say this is the one with Ronnie Spector, but I could be wrong. Maybe it wasn't the one with Ronnie Spector. That might have been another record. I have to look into that. But yeah, he did go away for a while. He had a comeback album. But yeah, he was a hit machine back in the 70s and late 70s, early 80s. I mean, I loved listening to some Eddie Money. And right along the lines of that same kind of pop music, another band that I was kind of into was the Babies. The Babies singer John Waite, and eventually, well, it was after this. Oh, look at there! I got an autographed copy here. That's one Gary Ridiculous signed his name there for the copy. Gary played lead tambourine in the Babies. Yeah. I don't know why any of the other guys didn't sign it, but Gary Ridiculous thought it'd be a good idea. Anyway, there's the back right there. Yeah, the Babies were kind of a cool band. They were a hit machine for a while there too. That's their third studio album. After that record, their keyboardist on this record quit, and future songwriter and keyboardist for Journey, Jonathan Cain, joined this band. And of course, after the Babies disbanded, John Waite went on a pretty successful solo career. And they also, you know, this whole Journey Babies, it was kind of a family thing. Eventually there was a band called Bad English that had John Waite, Neil Schon, Jonathan Cain, and I think maybe even another member of the Babies, or of the, Dean Castronovo, who also went on to be the drummer of Journey, who also got fired not long ago. I think he got it by Journey for, I think maybe he got involved in methamphetamine or something of that nature, and I think he got into a brawl with his girlfriend or something. But yeah, good old rock and roll. All those knuckleheads out there with their horseplay. Anyway, yeah, Babies Head First. It's a pretty good record. I would love to have, this has the hits Every Time I Think of You and Head First, but I kind of want the one that, I think it was the one before this that had some of their other big hits. But yeah, I'll definitely be on the lookout for some of these. You can get these cheap too. The Eddie Money records and the Babies records, those 70s, like, you know, pop, rock, you can get at a pretty fair price usually. And it just matters about getting them in a decent condition. So, but yeah. Chrysalis label there. This next one is one I felt pretty fortunate to be able to pick up. This is U2 with their third studio album, War. This was kind of a new territory for U2. Show you the gatefold here. Check out the young Edge right there, and there's Bono. But yeah, look how young they are there. Actually, when I first seen this, I thought it was their first album, Boy, which is like my favorite U2 album of all time. I love the song I Will Follow. That's just like one of my favorite songs of all time. It's definitely my favorite U2 song. But yeah, this is, this has seen some, it's a little dirty. I might have to try and clean it up a little better. I did try and go after it. It's got a little bit of water rippleage right there, but the vinyl itself was in great shape. But yeah, this was kind of a politically charged album. So yeah, with Sunday Bloody Sunday and New Year's Day, both politically driven vehicles on this record. And there's a song called Red Light, and that's about prostitution, I guess. And some of these songs have never been performed live, but boy, I'll tell you what, I listened to this when I first got it, like last week or so, and then popped it on the turntable, gave it a spin earlier today. Love this. Had this one, and I had Boy. The other one in between is October, which is another great album if you like it. Around this time is when U2 started delving into some MTV videos too. They used that as a way to get their stuff out there. I remember the first time I seen a U2 video, I believe it was live at Red Rocks in Colorado. It was at night. And I don't know if you've ever seen the Red Rock Amphitheater. It's like a built-in natural stage built into the rock. And I remember it was raining and you could see their breath. And I distinctly remember Bono with his beautiful mullet and his sleeves cut off, black t-shirt with the sleeves cut off, and his jack boots, and waving this big flag. And yeah, see his breath, from singing. It was out there at Red Rocks. Very cool. That was, I think that was, pretty sure it was Sunday Bloody Sunday. And Sunday Bloody Sunday's got that great militant, a lot of the songs even besides that one have that Adam Clayton's drums. Not Adam Clayton, that's the wrong band. Oh shit, I can't think of his name. Adam Clayton is the Clash. I get those bands mixed up sometimes. Oh, for hell. Oh, yeah, it was Adam Clayton. That's the bass player. Larry Mullen, the drummer. He's got that real fast, cadence, almost drumming, like military drumming. Yeah, it gives it even more of a kind of a political feel too. So, yeah, that's a great album. Very emotional album, just killer. It's not punk, it's new wave, it's a little bit of everything there. So, yeah. If you don't, I'm sure you're all familiar with it, but yeah, give it another spin though. It's great stuff. So, listen to this. What's going on behind me? Good stuff. That's next. I'm gonna have to start moving through these a little faster. Some other ones I'm moving into now are a friend of mine gave me for just sold me for little or nothing. Might as well have gave them to me, but this is Whitesnake. I believe also their third studio album. I got the third studio album thing going here, but this is Ready and Willin'. The hit off of this one is Fool for Your Lovin' No More, which also was re-recorded and released again on Slip of the Tongue. Of course, another more produced version of the song. I kind of like the stripped down version that's on this. This is got some keyboards on it that's just killer. David Coverdale was in Deep Purple. Of course, a lot of Most of you know that. But when he moved out of Deep Purple onto Whitesnake, he brought a couple of fellas with him. Ian Pace plays on this record. Also, John Lord plays on this too, keyboards. Ian Pace plays drums. But yeah, there's some great keyboards. There's a song called Sweet Talker that just, the keyboards are just amazing. Yeah, and then you've got your usual songwriting that's very sexually driven. It's just the kind of, that's Whitesnake's deal, you know, David Coverdale's thing. But yeah, this is very this is like boogie rock, blues rock, what you would expect from some early Whitesnake. So yeah, this is a great record. Dig it! Kind of a cool snake. I'll watch it, I'll strike. Look at that. Get a close up of Dave Coverdale there. Fool for your loving no more. Alright, what's next on the docket here? I don't have a whole lot of Joe Walsh here, but I'll show you what I got. This is Joe Walsh, So What? I always thought that was kind of a cool record cover. And look at that picture on the back. He is so cool. He's got that kind of, just the cover here just proves what Joe Walsh is, man. The guy can be quirky and funny and charming that way. And then, you know, he's got a cool factor as well. I mean, that's Joe Walsh right there. And this inner sleeve is killer. It's textured. It's got, you know, this is all this ornate stuff around the outside of this picture, like frame thing is, it's raised, and this picture here is raised as well. But yeah, there's a picture of him, you know, doing what he does best, rocking out on the guitar and holding the, you know, cold bev, toasting to the crowd. He's a great guitar player. I mean, actually the Eagles, I was going to give a little talk about the Eagles, but some of the Eagles do contribute to this record. Don Henley, Glenn Frey, Fielder, what's his first name? I want to say it's Dan. Yeah, Don Fielder, and contribute on this album with some vocals. Dan Fogelberg is on this record. Joe Souther is on this record. I mean, this is a pretty killer record. I don't recall any hits on this, but man, there's some ripping guitar on this. This is just some good rock music right here. Some good stuff. Shortly after this album came out, in 1975, Joe Walsh joined the Eagles. And as you know, Hotel California was a huge hit for them. And that guitar solo that Joe Walsh and Don Fielder put on is one of the greatest guitar solos of all time. It's in that song, Hotel California. Amazing! Dig it. Yeah, so those are those. And this record, when I found this in my local thrift not long ago, and I was more excited about this than some of the other stuff I picked up. Mostly because of the novelty of it, but this is great. This is the best of the truck driver songs. You got your typical like compilation variety trucker songs cover here. Yeah, it's got some ring wear, but hell, I don't care. I only paid $1 or $2 for it. But this has got some goodies. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Little Dave Dudley, and a little Pinball Machine by Lonnie Irving. Phantom 309 by Red Sovine. Got a couple of Red Sovine was the king of truck driver songs. If you've ever heard a song called Teddy Bear, it's about this little handicapped kid gets on his CB from his bedroom, and he's reaching out to any of these truckers that might be out there with their radios on the road, and he's like trying to get them to talk to him and stuff, like, come on back and talk to Teddy Bear. And he had that, and Red Sovine always had that drawl, that southern drawl. But yeah, they got Giddy Up and Go, Phantom 309, Truck Driving Son of a Gun. But yeah, some good stuff here. I couldn't resist it. I had to have it. I remember a lot of those songs from back in listening to AM radio, and my mom and dad leaving me and my little brother in the car when they went in the grocery store. You just did back then. You left your kids in the car. Who knows? We didn't die, but these days you don't do it. There's some things here that when I see these kind of records, I'm always gonna grab them. I ended up getting this for like $1, and I love old Manfred Mann. It almost bridges bridges garage and pop. I mean, it's right there. I love those bands of about 4 or 5 guys in the '60s, all trying to be the Beatles. All trying to all guys that love the blues, the black blues music, and all trying to emulate it, and trying to make their own rock and roll too. I mean, this is some great. I will never pass up something like this if I see it. This has Sha-La-La, Come Tomorrow. Has Herbie Hancock's Watermelon Man on there. Hubble Bubble. Let's see. B.B. King, or Groovin'. So yeah, you got some good stuff here. Here's something I didn't know. Manfred Mann was a keyboard player, not the singer. Paul Jones was the singer. I always just thought that, the guy that has his name on moniker on the band, that was the guy, the singer. But yeah, he was the. Go ahead, start making fun of me about it. I didn't know. I'm dumb. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, I'll always pick stuff up like this. The other one that I picked up too is this Dave Clark 5. Like I said, if I see stuff like this, I'm always gonna grab it. Always. I just love that. Look, all those bands. They all decided. They all wore the same setup, the jacket and the pants, and check out the boots. That's what gets me. I always liked the old rocker boots back then, with the heel on it. They're probably zipped up on the side. The Beatles had their Beatle boots, and the Dave Clark 5 has their Clark 5 boots, and the Seeds probably have their Seeds boots. But these remind me of the same boots that Captain Kirk and his crew on Star Trek wore on the USS Enterprise. You see that as part of their outfit. But I just love that. They're all in uniform. They're like a gang, a young gang. Man, if I could get my band to wear all the same thing. Heck, I can't even get my bass player to stop wearing a farmer's cap and Wranglers to no, I'm just kidding. No. Anyway, yeah, this is Dave Clark 5 here. It's good stuff. Oh, I was going to make one more mention. There's a song, Link Wray's Rumble on here that they do a pretty good job of covering. Yeah, cool stuff. I'll always pick that. I will pick up those bands every time. This is another thing I scored for a really great price. This is, I believe, the 5th studio album for the Jefferson Airplane. Volunteers. This is another politically driven anti-war record. It's got, and I think We Can Be Together. I want to say that Jerry Garcia played the steel guitar on that song. This has Nicky Hopkins, who was a session keyboardist who did a lot of work with a lot of 60s bands. Stephen Stills and Dave Crosby are on this record. Joey Covington. I mean, this is a great record. This is commercial success as well. But yeah, I think there's a song on here, I think with the opening track uses the word "up against the wall," mother effer. You know, so there was some controversy surrounding this. The original name for it was supposed to be Volunteers of America. America spelled with a K instead of a C. That drew some ire from the actual group of people called the Volunteers of America. So they just scaled it down to Volunteers. But this, I think this might be the last album that you'll see Marty Balin on. And I think Spencer Dryden may have left, the drummer may have left after this record as well. But this is crazy. This is like a newspaper. It's got, you know, it's got a crossword here. Nobody filled it in, thank God. It's got like a little cartoon here and question of the day. What is your favorite stripe on the flag? Good political satire. This is one of the machines they used to record this album. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I did a little research on it, but I'm not going to bore you with all that bull crap. Wait till you see the inside. Might make you hungry. You ready? Little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know, back in San Francisco, this was all this whole record was actually their only record, one of their only records that was totally recorded in San Francisco. San Francisco at that time had a major influx of people, like creative type people moving out there, moving out west to San Francisco, settling in. There was groups of people that fed all the, it was almost like communal, you know, and there was all these people who would feed, you know, all these newcomers, and a lot of them, all this is what they ate, but hey, it's better eating than streeting with nothing. So yeah, I just thought that was cool. There's also this that I found in there. I was so stoked to find this. Rarely do you find this intact. A little newspaper type clipping thing. Just crazy. And it's, I mean, this thing is minty. I am absolutely blown away that this has survived and that it's even in there. But feed and water your flag. It's all like you know, politically driven satire and anarchy. And boy 18 accidentally shoots brother with a .22 caliber flag. Rock and roll star found alive in motel bed. What? Oh, you're kidding. But yeah, this was, I reached in there and I said, there's something else in there. And when I found it, I could not believe it. Yeah, so yeah, I was fortunate to get this for a mere $8, I believe, is what I paid for this record. It's in pretty good shape. It's got a little wear, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. Last record, or no, I guess we got one or two left. I promise I won't keep you much longer. The music's already ran out, but found this for $5. This is what me and my brother, this is some AC/DC goodness right here. What me and my brother lovingly referred to when we were younger as Dirty Deeds in the Dunder Chief. I'm not exactly sure what we thought a Dunder Chief was, but that's what we thought the song said, and we would go around singing it like that. Dirty Deeds and the Dunder Chief. Dirty. I mean, why would anybody be doing Dirty Deeds Dunder Chief? I mean, Dunder Chief makes so much more sense. But anyway, yeah. Just kind of a cool... This was kind of a a way different cover than the usual AC/DC albums, but yeah, this is great. I got the original sleeve, but it's got, I mean, every song on here is just killer. Ride On, oh, I freaking love Ride On. It reminds me of the Stephen King movie, Maximum Overdrive, where they used a lot of the AC/DC for the soundtrack. It's also got, of course, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, Love at First Feel, Big Balls. That's always a good humorous, naughty rocker. Problem Child. I mean, this is some good stuff. AC/DC, Dirty Deeds, and the Done Dirt Cheap. So yeah, good stuff. Picked it up for, I think, a $5. I mean, the album's in great shape. My brother got me this for my birthday. I didn't know what kind of video to show it in, but this record slams. Darcy 6 String and 9 Lives just he put out a video not long ago of, he ranked all his Metal Church records in order the way he enjoys it, interprets it, and this would definitely be my number 2 right here. The first one being the one with Gods of Wrath, but the Dark is so good. I'm not sure where usually the Flying V is on here. I'm not sure where it's at. I don't know if I'm missing it or what, but anyway, my brother and I used to just rock this thing. This thing, when you put the needle down and it hits a ton of bricks, it doesn't stop rocking. It just put the pedal to the metal there, and it slows down for just a minute under, I think, Method to Our Madness, and then it kicks into the ominous Watch the Children Pray, and then it just does not let up after that. This has got such killer crunchy instrument, and the guy's voice is like kind of like an Udo Dirkschneider from Accept, or but maybe even a little more melodic. You know, you can infuse melodic when he wants. Yeah, great record. I love Metal Church. I don't want to say it, but I probably like Metal Church better than Megadeth and Metallica. So anyway, yeah. Last record. This is a record I do not encourage anyone to go out and buy. This is by a band called Hammersmith. I mean, you look at that and you think, oh my God, Hammersmith. It's gonna be metal. I mean, you've got your cave type man with his steel fist and holding like kryptonic ball in his hand, and you've got the muscle bound picture there, and it's for you, and it's Hammersmith. And then you see on the back, they look like some hard rock, and dude, you got your Bon Scott, and then you go over here and you've got your Atlanta Rhythm section or somebody, I don't know. But, you know, you make it look like you're going to kick ass. Got the Flying V guy, the long hair of the band. And I'm sorry. This sucks. I could see what they're trying to do with it. You know, it's kind of like an AOR band. They're Canadian, and I don't hold that against them because I love Canada. And a lot of great things come out of Canada. Nas Nomad, Dots and Loops, got some great chant. You know, we got some of our best Canadian friends up there. But as far as a rock group goes, just not into it. It's almost kind of silly. I'm not really. I mean, I can usually find, and I can find some redemption in this. Don't get me wrong. There's some stuff on this, some tracks that I like, but not what I expected for a blind buy. Doesn't matter. Paid $1. Why am I complaining? God, you guys go ahead and let me have it in the comment section for complaining about a $1 album. But that's it. That's it. Cosmic Vinyl with a second video that could have been 5 minutes, and I've drug it off into almost a half an hour. I apologize for that. But I'm just having fun, man. I'm showing records, you know, getting out there a little bit, drinking dews out of sharks' mouths. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys get back to what you're doing, but yeah, hope to see some good videos out there and see what you guys are listening to. But yes, you guys have a great night, and have a great day tomorrow. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time. It's Cosmic Vinyl. It's Brian. I am out of here. Blessed be the name of the Lord. God. See ya.